You know how you hear, oh my God, this was made for me. Well, yes, it was. I mean, because that's all this is. I think everybody's caught up to speed that we're in a simulation, a game, however you want to say it. It is under your control, how you play it. And this was a good one, and I'm trying to think of how to. It's simply how you're living, experiencing your life. You're deciding all the way through everything you're doing, whether you're consciously or unconsciously deciding. You're deciding you like this, you don't like that. And I think it's more beneficial to you to become conscious of your patterns, your actions, your decisions, so that if you truly don't like it, you don't keep repeating it and you can get something new. And when you can get clear on that, you can get happier because you can call in what you actually want. And they were showing it like, you know how you'll meet couples and they're like, oh my God, he was made for me. We're perfect together. This idea, it's kind of that concept. It's like, yeah, they lived enough life that they sorted through and they found exactly what they wanted. Or maybe they knew right away what they wanted, right? And they went right for it. And so, I've had that happen to me. I've had experiences which provoked in me knowing what I want, because I really did not want that. So it had me jump to the other end of the stick. And I kid you not, I would get out of meditation and the man appeared out of fucking thin air. I kid you not. Now, it did not work out, but it was also then getting even clearer. Okay, well, let me get clearer on what I want. And that's all it ever it is we need to get clearer within ourselves, for sure. It's like the more healed and whole you are, the clearer you are. And the clearer you are, the clearer you can call in what it is you desire, what you truly desire. Because if you're still muddled up or fogged up or confused or tangled, that's what you're going to keep calling in. The almost there version, right? And it's like, well, it's not them that's almost there. It's you that's almost there. It's you that has to get clear. And so that's why, for me, it's like, it's always our work to clear ourselves up, to heal ourselves for ourselves so that we can call in what the fuck we want to call in. And so, and it can be, the challenge is you still have to live, right? Like you can't just sit home and think about it, because then you're not actually experiencing it, right? So it's like, there's the balance to everything. Because once you get it, you might be like, this isn't what I want. Well, it's what you said you wanted. It's what you asked for. It's where you were vibrating. What's the problem? Oh, I see. My problem, right? It's like you have to clear yourself up. And, we clear ourselves up by having interactions, relationships, experiences, living. As we're living, we're clearing up our own confusion. If we're so choosing, you're deciphering and deciding anyway and always, but you can take the reins, so to speak, when you're more of an active participant in your own cleanup work. And so, I just thought it was funny. I heard somebody say, they're perfect for me, or they're my perfect match, or something along those lines. So you hear that kind of stuff all the time. It's you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm referencing, and it made me think of somebody who I had. It's like, I was going to say coincidence. We just bumped into each other. No, that stuff doesn't happen. I think I even said to him, "Oh, I literally just manifested you." Like I literally was in the park meditating, and he was exactly what I had asked for. Even down to, I didn't even realize how specific I was on looks per se, because I know better. And yet that too was so satisfying, right? Like there was just so much that was like, wow. Wow. That's kind of crazy. And it's not kind of crazy, but that's how we think, right? When it's that magical. And it's like, no, you've lived, you've decided, you chose You asked, you got. What's the problem? Right? And but again, I wasn't, I guess it was like I also was not fully emotionally available. I was still working through whatever I was working through. So it called in that replica, right? So it's like we always have to do our own full cleanup, but then stand strong and firm in it. That's where I think a lot of us fall. I think, yeah. But how do I say that? I don't know how to say what they're showing. It's kind of like I think they're trying to say it's like oftentimes we'll take the quick fix or the instant. It's like we'll get tricked and trapped by the eyes. It's like our eyes will deceive us. It's something like this where they're not saying you don't want to be attracted. Not at all. Of course we do. It's not that. It's like what we talk about, like the less than, right? Like we settle for the less than. So I think that's what they're attempting to show me is like, we'll jump at lust, right? Where it's like, this is, but then you'll muddy up your own energy when you engage with that lesser energy. And so then you muddy up your energy and your aura and everything else, your vibration. And then you're like, okay, now I'm ready to go back to what I wanted. Oh no. Oh, no. No, it's like you fucked yourself. Now you have to do all that cleanup work again. Was it worth that instant gratification? Was it worth that slip and slide? Nope. Fuck no, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Fuck. Right? And then you beat yourself up. That's no good. That's no use. I mean, it is like going through the spinner again. It's like, oh, now I gotta go through the rinse cycle again. Fucking A. And so it's like we're causing our own heartache, our own pain, our own stagnation, our own annoyance, our own repetition. And it's like, okay, well, until you can learn, that's what you get. And so the whole point of this conversation is that you really do get to take the reins when you choose to take the reins, when you choose to take control of your focus and of your life, and choosing consciously and standing strong and firm in your decisions versus wavering at the temptation, right? Like, it's like the universe is cooking up exactly what you want always. And it is kind of like the carrot because you are always changing, evolving, and so on and so forth. But at the same time, you can accept the carrots as they come and keep reaching for the next carrots. How do I explain that better? Because I can confuse them with the other. Let's just say you want a husband, you want a home, you want a career. It's like sometimes they don't come in the order we want them, right? So it's like, say you want your career first. Well, the husband might come first. That doesn't mean push away the husband, accept the husband. And then maybe with the husband, your career will blossom where you both actually start the career, right? And this kind of thing is what I'm attempting to say. I don't mean accept the less than. No. Accept what you want and stand strong in what you want. And when it arrives, you'll know because you've been vibrating there. And so we are vibrating at so many different requests about what it is we do and don't want. And so we're always just vibrating on what we do want, what's in us. And we want to clear out other gunk so that it can be a clear signal. Sorry, they're weaving in other things over here. And maybe that's what they're saying is as we're living, things get woven in. And this is why I think it's better for us to heal and get clear so we can choose what's getting woven in, because oftentimes we're not as clear as we'd like to be. Stuff gets woven in. We get further down the road and we're like, fuck, that piece is woven in all the way back there. We got to unwind. We have to unwind it all. No, unwind it all. No. Unwind it all. Get that the fuck out. right? And so it does feel like at times we're going backwards, and we are. But sometimes for good reason. Sometimes it's worth it to get the piece out that we don't want in there. Let's jump off because they're getting, I feel like it can get tangled up here because it can get confusing when I'm not giving the exact example.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.